Hello everyone, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Harshita Shishala, and in this lesson we'll be adding and subtracting fractions. So let's get started. Our objective for today's lesson is practicing adding and subtracting fractions. Let's look at some examples. Our first example is 1/4 plus 3/7. We start off by finding the common denominator. So let's see. I'm just going to write multiples of 4 and 7 and then find the least common multiple or LCM. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. And I'm going to stop there. And then 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. And when I look at my multiples, I see that 28 over here and 28 in the 7 multiplication table are common. So that's our least common multiple, 28. So let's write that down. Okay. So 1/4 plus 3/7. Alright. So our least common multiple will be 28 for both. Now let's see. 4 times 7 is 28. So we would have to do 1 times 7. That will be 7. And then 7 times 4 is 28. Then we would have to do 3 times 4, which is 12. Now the denominator will stay the same. So I'm going to write the denominator over here. And then we'll have to add the numerators, so which are the top numbers. And 7 plus 12 will be 19. So our answer is 19 over 28. But let's check if it's our final answer because sometimes or many times our answers can be simplified. 19 and 28. Well, I can't think of a single multiplication table that has 19 and 28. So that's our answer. Our final answer is 19 over 28. Now, let's do the word problem. Jake is going to the grocery store to get some vegetables. He is going to buy the vegetables in the table below. The table also shows how much he has to buy of each. How many pounds of vegetables will Jake buy? So, these are the vegetables, so tomato, carrots, mushrooms, and beans. And these are how much he has to buy. So they're asking how in total how many pounds of vegetables will he buy. So all we have to do is add these four numbers, so these four fractions, and we will find the answer. So then we're gonna first we'll add 4/5 and then 3/4, and then we're gonna add mushrooms and beans, and then we're gonna add what we get for tomatoes and carrots and mushrooms and beans. So first let's start off by adding 4/5 plus 3/4. So I'll write it over here. 4/5, um, sorry about that, 4/5 plus 3/4. Okay, so I know the common multiple is 20, or least common multiple is 20. And then, so 4 times 5 is 20, so I'd have to do 3 times 5, which is 15. 5 times 4 is 20, so 4 times 4 is 16. Now let's add 16 with 15, which would be, let's see, 16 plus 15 would be 31, and we'll have 20 as the denominator. So 31 over 20 is an improper fraction, so let's turn it into a mixed number. 31 over 20. So we can just do 31 divided by 20 to find what the mixed number is. 31 and then 20. So let's divide 20 and then let's subtract 1 minus 0 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. So the answer or our mixed number would be 1 and 11 over 20 because 11 is right here and then 20 will be our denominator. So let's erase that. Okay, so our mixed number will be 1 and 11 over 20. Okay, now let's add mushrooms and beans. Mushrooms and beans, so that would be half plus 3/8. Okay, so I know 8 is our common denominator because 2 can go into 8 but 4 times. So 2 times 4 is 8. And then the 3 will stay the same. Now we'd have to do 1 times 4, which is 4. So we'll have 4 eighths over 3 eighths, which is 7 eighths. So that's proper fraction. So all we have to do is add 1 and 11/20th with 7 or 8. So let me write it over here. Let's use a different color. So 1 and 11/20th plus 7 eighths. I'm just gonna scroll down. Um, Actually, I'm just gonna erase the So let's just do it over here. So 1 11/20th over 7 eighths. So I know the common denominator is 40. So this will be 40 and this will be 40. Okay, so this will be 22 because 20 times 2 is 40, so we have to do 11 times 2, and this will be 35. 22 plus 35 would be 57, and then 40 will be our denominator, and don't forget the whole number, which is 1. So 1 and 57 over 40 is our answer, but it's not our final answer because 57 over 40 is an improper fraction. So let's turn it into a mixed number. So let's do 57 divided by 40. Alright, so this will be 1. Alright, so our mixed number will be 1 and 17 over 40. So we have to add the whole number too. We have to add 1 too because you're not supposed to forget it. And 1 plus 1 over 17 over 40 would be 2 and 17 over 40. So that's our answer. So Jake, let me just write that quickly. So Jake bought 1 and 17, let's check, 1 and 2 and 17 over 40 pounds of vegetables. Alright, I wrote the answer down. Now we'll be doing subtracting examples. So we have 7 eighths minus 3 fifths. So we'll have to do, I'm just going to write that down, 7 eighths minus 3 fifths. Okay, so the common denominator is 40, or common multiple is 40. Alright, so 8 times 5 is 40, 7 times 5 will be 35, and then 5 times 8 is 40, 3 times 8 is 24, so our denominator will stay the same, it will be 40, and then 35 minus 24 is 11, and we can simplify this, so that's our answer. Now, let's do the fourth question. A chef is making a cake. He bought 5/8 cups of cake flour. After he uses some amount of cake flour, he has 1/3 cups of cake flour left. How many cups of flour did the chef use? So we would have to find the amount of cake flour the chef used. So we'd have to do 5/8 minus 1/3. So let's write the equation now, or what we're supposed to do. 5/8 minus 1/3 equals. So let's do it over here. 5/8 minus 1/3. Alright, so we would have to find the common denominator, and our common denominator would be 24. So 8 times 3 is 24, then 5 times 3 is 15, and 3 times 8 is 24, so we have to do 1 times 8, which is 8. And now we would subtract 8 from 15. So 15 minus 8 would be 7, and we'll be left with 7 over 24. So we cannot simplify this, we can't break it down anymore, so that's our answer. The chef used 7 over 24 cups of flour, of cake flour actually, cake flour to bake the cake. To bake the cake. And I'm just gonna box it so that we know it's our answer. Alright, oops. Alright, I boxed it. Now it's problem time. So pause the video and try these two questions on your own. Then unpause and see if you got your answers right. I will assume that you guys paused the video and unpaused it. So now let's check it. 112 plus 1/9. So let's write that down. 112 plus 1/9. So we'll have to find the common denominator or least common multiple. So let's see. I'm going to write the multiples of 12. So 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Now let's give some multiples of 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. Not 48, it's 45. Alright, 45. So when I look at my multiple chart, I see that 36 is the common denominator, or there's 36 is the common denominator. So yeah, 36 and then 36. So let's see, 12 times 3 is 36. So we have to do 1 times 3, which is 3. And then 9 times 4 is 36. So we'll have to do 1 times 4, which is 4. Alright, now the denominator stays the same. So let's write 36 over here. And then we'll have to add the numerator. 3 plus 4 is 7. So we'll have 7 over 36. Alright, so 7 over 36 cannot be simplified, so that's our answer. And I'm going to box it to tell that it's our answer, and I'm going to box this because that's our multiple chart. Okay, so now let's move on to the second question, but I'm just going to do that quickly. Okay, 8 over 9 minus 1 over 3. Sorry about that. So 8 over 9 minus 1 over 3. So I know one thing, that 3 can go into 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. So that's our least common multiple. So this will stay the same. So the top number, so 8 over 9 will stay the same. And then we would have to multiply 1 by 3 because 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so that's a pretty simple question. All we have to do, so the denominator stays the same, and all we have to do is subtract the numerators. So 8 minus 3 is 5, and that's our answer, 5 over 9. So just so you guys know, there aren't any simplifying questions, but if we have like 7 over 14, we always have to simplify it unless the teacher says not to. So this will turn into 1 over 2. 7 divided by 7, and then 14 divided by 7, which would be 1 over 2. So always remember to simplify your answers. And comment down below how many questions you got right. So did you get 1 out of 2, or 2 out of 2, or 0 out of 2? If you got 0 out of 2, keep practicing. It's okay. If you got 1 out of 2, same thing. And then 2 out of 2, great job. Still keep practicing so that you'll get really good at it. And thank you for watching. Like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to get notified on our new videos, make sure you tap the notifications bell.